Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Pits of Motorcast. It's your host, Dave. And I got a line of special guests from the America 1320s Nostalgia Drag Racing Group. Bill, how you say your last name, Bill? Fuesting? Fuesting. How's it going, Bill?
Pretty good. Thanks for having me, Dave.
Oh, no problem. So now, how long you been running with that group?
Started it in 2011. Group started. Kenny Thatcher was the instigator of it all. We put it together, and when we started out, we had about 8 members, and now we have close to 35 members.
Nice. So how'd you run this year?
Ran pretty good. Went out on the road a couple times, doing some racing. Heat 50s is what I usually run with the car, with the motor that we have, the combination that we have in the car.
How many events did you do this year?
How many what?
How many events did you run?
I think we ran 4 up at the Grove, and I think we ran 3 on the road with the NDRL people.
Yeah, I know my wife and I were watching you this year. That video footage I put on your page. That was my video footage.
Oh, nice. Thanks.
Oh, no problem.
Appreciate all the coverage that we can get.
So now, when did you first start drag racing? How did you get into drag racing? And what year did you start drag racing?
Well, actually, it was before I started driving. Back in '94, or actually '93, a friend of mine happened to stop by the shop with a junior dragster for the kid, for his boy, and he told me it was a cheap family sport, which I think he lied. He put one together, and then next year we put one together, and my daughter started racing. And 2 years later, my son started racing it, and we've been going ever since. And they're in the big cars now. Daughter just won her second championship in the NHRA Division III Super Comp ranks. My son just got 4th this year in it. I actually started driving probably in 2008. Bought my car in 2006. I had to go to Canada and get it, brought it back and put it together, and started running in 2008 with a different club, and then we started the America's 1320, Kenny Thatcher did. And been running with him ever since.
So what made you come up with the name of Illinois Outlaw?
The Illinois Outlaw actually came, Outlaws is from the sprint car, World of Outlaws.
Right.
And then, because I was in circle track racing before, back in the 70s and 80s. And then we named the junior dragster the Illinois Outlaw. And since then I decided to put it on my car.
Yeah, my dad used to take me to watch World of Outlaws and sprint cars and midgets at Santa Fe Speedway all the time.
Oh yeah, Santa Fe. I remember that place. Yeah. Angel Park.
Yeah, I remember watching Sammy Swindell and all them guys. Getting clay flying up at you and sitting in the stands.
Oh yeah, all the dirt flying.
Yeah. Yeah,
that was back when racing was fun.
Yeah, my dad.
Watching it instead of spending all the money.
My dad started taking me to watch drag racing and sprint cars and midgets, all that when I was like 4 or 5 years old when I started going to tracks.
Really? Yeah, I was young too. I was very young when my dad was racing out at Waukegan Speedway back in the 60s. And I ended up starting to race back, I worked at Waukegan Speedway from 77 and 78 race season. In 79, I started racing there. And 79 was the last year that track was open. And then from there, we went to Wilmot and started racing open wheel modified.
Yeah, he take me to Great Lakes Dragway, and he take me to US 30 drag strip in Indiana.
Yep.
Saw the big guys back then, Garlitz and Downey and everybody. Yeah, those are good old days.
Yeah. Yeah, they used to have all the big names up at Union Grove.
Yep. Good old Broadway Bob.
Yep. He was famous.
Oh yeah, he was a great promoter. Now, do you have any Broadway Bob stories?
Probably I do, but you probably can't say them on the air. One that I do remember that was when we were racing juniors. I think we ended up over in, I believe it was Norwalk, Ohio. And they used to dress up the stands for the teams. And Broadway Bob decided he was going to dress up as a cow and have all his udders hanging out. That one I do remember. I couldn't believe when we turned around and looked at him. He was standing there in a clown suit. Or not a clown, but a cow suit.
Now, when he had the cow suit on, did he have a beer in his hand, too?
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to love seeing him sitting on the front nose of the Green Mamba jet dragster.
Yep. Yeah. He used to do that a lot.
Oh, yeah.
From what I heard, he almost took a ride on that down the track because the guy had to either get off or he was going with.
You remember when he had the Dragonator?
Yep, that I do. He used to eat up the cars.
Oh, yeah. So now your car's a fuel altered, right?
Mine's A-altered, they call it, because it's only run on alcohol.
So what's the quickest ET you've had with that car?
The quickest I've ever run was 812 at 161 mile an hour. That's back when we had the 377 aluminum block motor in it. We were looking to get 790s out of it, but it just didn't happen.
So what drag racers from years ago were inspirational to you?
What was that?
I said, what drag racers from way back when were inspirations to you?
Probably John Force. We watched him a lot. There's a bunch of them that I used to remember. You got Don Perdome and all those guys, and there's just a bunch of them that I remember. Hard to say.
Yeah. So when you take the car out, how many crew members do you have?
Usually well, I'll tell you what, it's a family deal. My daughter and my son come, and my wife comes. And that's what keeps us together is racing. It's a racing family. Like I said, they race, I race, and then the wife comes along, and she takes care of all the computers on the kids' cars and gives them the numbers of what to put in for the throttle stops. And she travels all over the Midwest with them. When I can't go with them, I usually stay back and work on the ones that they travel far away. You know, they go anywhere from 8 to 14 hours away they've traveled. take the rig and go, and I usually come back Sunday night, Monday, it's back to work for everybody.
I know. Throughout your drag race career so far, have you reached any milestones?
Milestones. It's hard to say. Just being out there having fun. That's number one thing. Got to have fun if you're gonna do it as a family. Milestone. I would have never thought that I would have had what I have today. It wasn't because of the wife and the kids.
So what was it like for you to get behind the wheel for the first time of the altered you're driving?
Well, first timer that we made out with it was we took it slow to start with, but after that it was we didn't have the car set right. We were leaving up against the converter, and the first 60 foot would tell you which way it was going to go. But I would say after a year of messing with it and redoing stuff and getting it under control, now we got it to where she'll leave and go straight right down the track. There was times that we thought we were going to take and hit the wall. There was one time that I did touch the wall in Bowling Green at the Hot Rodder National.
You bounced off the wall?
Yep. Didn't have the wheelie bar set right. Thought it was, but it wasn't. It just happened. Usually I can control it good enough, but not that time.
Now, is that the only accident you've had throughout your drag race career?
Yeah, that's the most we've ever had.
Now, how about on circle track?
Circle track, tangled up a couple times, but I broke an axle, and the axle came in the cage, whipped around, and knocked off my visor on the helmet, and that was probably about the time that we were finishing up racing that modified. That was at the end of the season, so I ended up selling that car because I was getting married. She didn't want me to sell it, though. But yeah, that was it. That was all that the excitement we've had.
So how many years did you do circle track racing?
Drove for 3 years. And then I helped my brother-in-law at the time for a couple of years at least, and a couple other guys. But working all the hours and stuff, making sure that the family had food on the table, we had a roof over our heads, and worked a lot of hours. And then we ended up starting our business in 91. And kept on working a lot of hours until we had enough time to do stuff with the kids.
So now, currently, Bill, do you have any sponsors for your car?
Yeah, we get a bunch of little sponsors here and there. But like my business, Lake County Hose and Equipment, there's Bristol Hose and Fittings. Out of North Lake, there's Phoenix Performance Fittings. They do all the A-in fittings, like on all the race cars and street cars and show cars. Levant Truck and Trailer out of Lakeville, a Bullseye Boring out of Zion. My race engine guy, TA Race Engines, Tim Alati. And then we got ATD Transmissions. They're out of Germantown, Wisconsin. RLB Hydraulics. They're out of Beach Park. They take care of us. They help us out tremendously.
Oh, that's good. So now,
Yeah, we got good people.
yeah, it's good to have good people sponsoring you.
Yep.
So what goes in the preparation to get the car ready for a weekend of drag racing?
They're not bad at all. You know, just maintenance, going around, making sure everything's good on it. Servicing the motor, checking valves. Ain't a whole lot to them to get them ready to go. Make sure they're washed up, clean, ready to go, and don't have many breakdowns. We got good people building our stuff. Basically, you got to make sure the rig's ready to go too. When you checking everything on the rig and trailer, and making sure you got all the stuff with you for support.
So what are some of your favorite tracks to run on?
Favorite tracks? Bowling Green, Kentucky's a good one. You got Byron, you got Great Lakes, you got Cordova. Norwalk, Ohio is very good. We went first time in my racing, been to Martin, Michigan. Very nice track, very good people. Haven't been too many other places with my car.
Are there any tracks out there that you would love to go race at one of these days?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind going to, say, Bristol, Tennessee. There's Thunder Valley, I believe it is, or Thompson Speedway over in, I believe it's Ohio. They got a lot of nostalgia racing goes on over there. Really like to go out to California to Formoso. We fly out there. I've been out there, I think, 6 or 7 times, me and the wife, for the Hot Rod Reunion. Jimmy Young from Wisconsin races as Top Fuel front engine dragster out there and that. And we've been thinking about hooking up with him, and he'll haul a car out there for me, and I'd love to run that track, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, a lot of guys that I interview keep telling me I need to go out to Bakersfield and experience it at least one time.
Oh yeah, it's a very, very good time out there. Hot Rod Reunion is very good. They also have a March meet, it's called. That's one that I haven't been to yet, and we're thinking about doing it this coming year. Son's never been out there. We're thinking about bringing him out there this
Yeah.
year.
Seeing so many nitromethane cars.
Yep. We got some neat people. Very, very nice people out there. Randy Winkle, awesome guy. Guy by name of Stormy. He's real nice.
Stormy Bird?
Yep.
Yeah, I interviewed him.
Oh, nice. He's a good guy. Met him at the Meltdown some years back. Him and Randy Winkle, they came all the way out from California to race the Meltdown drags out at Byron.
Yeah, there's a lot of good guys out there in California. A lot of funny car drivers.
Yep.
Yeah, hopefully one day I'll make it out there with the wife.
It'll be a good time.
I wanted to go to Funny Car Cast last year when it came to Illinois, but our car wasn't running good, so we couldn't make it. It was like a 4-hour drive or whatever. Yeah. That seems like a good time, too.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the good old days.
Anytime you can go to a nostalgia race is a good time.
It's like the good old days, seeing like 30 funny cars in the staging lanes with the hoods up.
Oh, that would have been awesome. I would have loved to have been there.
Yeah.
up at the Grove when they had all the national meets and
Yeah.
all the funny cars and Top Fuel, and got pictures of them, but never was there when they were doing that.
Yeah. Now, let's see. You ready for some fun questions now?
Sure.
Do you have any hobbies outside of drag racing?
Hobbies outside of drag racing. Well, we got a couple vintage trucks that we cruise around with, me and the wife. That's about all we do.
So you don't do no fishing or hunting or anything?
No, none of that. I have never shot a gun at anything. No, not really. Nothing else. We used to do snowmobiling. That was about it.
All right, so let me ask you this fun question there. If someone were to come up to you and say, hey, Bill, here's $200 million, and they wanted you to build a brand new drag race track, where would you even consider building a new track, and what kind of features would you want to put into that new track?
Well, it'd definitely be a quarter-mile track. It'd have to be a top-notch track. Wouldn't want nothing small. Want to be able to have make everybody happy when they come through the gate, and a good track. Somebody to prep it good. Have good track prep surfaces is a key, I believe, to get fast cars, to get a good show, and people keep coming back and going in the stands. Other than that, you just have to be, all the people have to be friendly coming in through the gate. I think that's a big thing.
So now, what area would you want to build a track in, the Midwest or where?
Yeah, we're losing tracks all over the place. It'd be neat to put one someplace that isn't going to grow up right away. Seems like they're getting pushed out. More tracks are. You see these pictures of the rundown tracks and stuff. I think Norwalk is prime example of somebody getting along with the community and making a facility look nice, to where somebody drives past and just sees a couple old buildings and asphalt down the center. That's what I'm thinking. Well, where to put it, actually, I wouldn't know. I'd probably have to be a warmer state than what we're in.
All right, now, Bill, with the America's 1320s group, do you have a greatest competitor, or they're all equally competitive to you?
Oh, they're all equally. We don't actually do competition. We just make runs, and we try teaming up with somebody with about the same ET. That way, it doesn't come in eliminations. Everybody gets to run the same amount of runs. And we're there to put a show on. Show the people what we have. We have cars from way back in the 50s, how they ran. We got newer ones, but they still have to look somewhat nostalgic. The front engine dragsters and Alters is what we allow to run with us.
Yeah, I remember the one dragster, the Pure Hell.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, Tony. He's a good guy. Runs hard, runs fast. Kenny also runs. He goes in the 7s. You got Pat Lamont that goes in the 7s. There's some that's in the 8s, there's some 9s, and there's 10s and 11s also.
Yeah. There's definitely some classic cars in there, though.
Yep.
Now, have you won any trophies or plaques or anything throughout your career?
Oh yeah, we've got plaques for car shows and stuff. Actually winning trophies for my car, racing wise, no. Don't do much competition racing with it. The son and daughter's got a bunch of Wallies and trophies, and a lot of trophies from junior days.
How about circle track? Did you win anything in circle track?
Circle track, I did win heat race. That's about all I remember on that. Oh no, I won in hobby stock back in Waukegan days. Won trophies there. Actually, how I got in Waukegan Speedway was by Jimmy Dean and Marie. They worked there, and I was working with Maria at the time at my one job, and she asked me because she knew I was into working on cars and stuff, and asked me if I'd want to work with them. And went out there, and they ended up putting me to work, and loved it. And then I just started, always wanted to drive. Even used to own a late model with a guy before I even started racing. When I was working out there, I got involved with the car.
All right, so Bill, if you were able to do time traveling and go back into time, would you do anything differently with the racing career?
Probably find a better job that paid. That way you can afford more stuff. That'd be about it. I'd love to bring those days back. Those were the fun days.
Now, would you ever run nitro?
We played with it a little bit in one of the motors. Last year we threw a little bit at it. We were running 20%. Didn't have it tuned right for it, so it didn't make hardly a difference at all. Mike Johnson had that up at the Fallout. That was in Rock Falls, Wisconsin. Ran it right. Smells good. Stuff smells good.
Now, are you looking to make any changes in the off season for next year?
Motor-wise, haven't really decided yet. We're thinking about putting our 18-degree motor back in. We're going to freshen that up and play with that a little more. We didn't get the performance that we needed before out of it, so we're going to go back and redo some stuff. And hopefully we can get in the 80s, 790s with it.
So now, if you and your wife have time to go on vacation, you guys have a favorite vacation getaway spot?
Really, we would just like to do different things. I know she would like to go to the Grand Canyon, so I'm sure that's on our list. Probably back out to California. And probably be Florida, down by the Keys. Like to go down there, see what that's like. I've never been there.
So do you got a big bucket list?
I don't go too big. Might not be able to do it all.
All right, so here's the easy question, Bill. What's your favorite food to eat?
food?
Yeah.
I'd say probably pizza. Found a nice place in Salem, Wisconsin. Good pizza.
What's the name of the place?
Sandlot, right on 83.
I have to check that one out.
Very good. Go on a Monday night, it's half price.
Okay. So now, is your wife a good cook?
Oh yeah.
So what's your favorite dish that the wife makes?
All of them. How's that?
That's a good answer. They say the way to the man's heart's through the stomach, right?
Yeah, that's right.
She's a keeper.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she loves racing too, so she is definitely a keeper.
All right. So what's your favorite beverage drink?
Beverage. Probably Honey Jack and Sprite.
Honey Jack and Sprite?
Yeah. Pretty good. Also Captain Morgan's and Dr. Pepper. And if you like that, try Captain Morgan's and cream soda.
All right. Now, what would be your favorite non-alcoholic beverage drink?
Oh, Dr. Pepper and Sprite.
All right. So, are you a movie guy? You watch movies at all?
We watch them. I don't really get into them too much.
But do you have one? You have a favorite movie of all time?
Probably Blacktop Highway.
All right. What's your favorite music?
Country.
Like old country or newer country?
Older. Barbara Mandrell. Let's say Tammy Wynette.
Loretta Lynn.
Buck Owens. All those guys.
You like Loretta? You like Loretta?
Yep.
Dolly Parton.
Johnny Cash and
Dolly Parton.
all the ones. Yep. Dolly Parton.
How about Tanya Tucker?
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's good.
All right, now, when you're at the drag race track, do you eat regularly, or do you eat light when you're at the racetrack?
We eat light.
You wait till after the races are done to eat more?
We eat a little bit and drink a little bit.
All right. Now, when you were...
Nice to stay at the track. It's very nice to stay at the track. You can just stay there and relax and visit with people, and that's what's nice about having a camper. You get to meet more people that way. It's amazing how many people the kids make friends with all over the United States now, that they got friends on Facebook and all, and they go to the track, and you wonder, well, never met them before. Well, that's because you don't go to this track. So, but they know them like they grew up together.
So now, when you were growing up, what was your favorite cartoon growing up as a kid?
Cartoons, oh boy, that's hard to say. I don't remember. Jeez, that's a long time ago.
How about TV show? Did you have a favorite TV show? Like Leave It to Beaver or anything like that?
The old ones, yeah, Leave It to Beaver. There was Mr. Ed, and I remember that. Talking Horse.
Yeah. My Three Sons.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm.
And Family Classics.
Yeah.
Mutual Omaha.
Oh, yeah.
That's an old one.
Yeah.
That's old.
Yeah. So, can you think of one most embarrassing moment you had on the racetrack? While you're on the starting line, anything happen?
No, no. Actually, just there's the only problem is if you don't set the wheelie bar right, or if you don't have the right air pressure in, then you go for a ride. Makes it more interesting. I've had kids tell me, and I've had the wife tell me, you were sideways going down track. And I didn't really feel sideways. I could see the side of your car. I don't know. It's like circle track racing.
Now, if you weren't drag racing, what do you think you'd be doing right now with your life?
I don't know. To tell you the truth, I don't know. If it wasn't for the kids and the wife, I don't know. Probably somewhere warm.
All right, so now, Bill, what would you consider to be the fondest memory of your racing career so far?
Fondest memory? Well, probably two of them. Both my kids winning. That would be the best, I would say.
Now, how about for you? You have any fondest memories for your driving?
Not really. Just going out there and having fun with everybody else, and that's the main thing. That's my fond memory. As long as everybody has a good time when we're all racing together, that's what I like.
So let me ask you this question now: How important do you think it is for the families to bring kids out to watch drag racing these days?
It's very important for what's going on in the world today. You need something else to keep them busy. That's the main thing. I think if you can keep your kid busy, keep his attention, and they play together, it'll keep the family together, and more respect. It's amazing what you see today, that the kids don't respect the elderly, and people will really get gripes me is people throwing garbage out the window going down the road. I just can't believe that you do this when there's so much. Got a garbage can at home, take it home and throw it in the garbage.
Yeah, or put a bag in the car and throw it on the bag till you get home, then throw the bag away.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, so if people want to find out what's going on with the 1320s group, best way would be that Facebook page, America's 1320s?
Yep, go on Facebook. They put all the information on Facebook. Contact people would be Kenny Thatcher or Vicky Curlis, or they can call me. It's a good group to be in. A lot of good people will race with us. And just there to have fun, and if anybody's listening out there and at the track, come on by, stop on by and talk to us. We're all there to have fun.
Awesome. Well, Bill, I want to thank you very much for taking time to do an interview with me.
I thank you for calling and letting me come on your show.
No problem. I love to, promote you nostalgia racers, give you guys some promotion out there.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Now, do you have any final words or thank yous you want to give up while you're on?
Probably to all my sponsors, definitely my wife and kids. Everybody else out there that's helped me.
All right. Well, Bill, the wife and I will look forward to seeing you at the Grove next year. We'll come by and say hi to you in the pits.
Yeah, please do. Love to have you by.
Yeah, look forward to meeting you. I'll get some more video footage of you of the 1320 guys.
All right, appreciate that.
No problem.
All righty, thank you very, very much.
Yeah, you have a great night, and you have a Merry Christmas.
Same to you.
And we'll do another interview in the future. Probably next year we'll see how your racing's going next year and all that.
Okay.
Get updates.
Sounds good.
All right. You have a great night, Bill.
All right. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.